capturing the essence of Vicious. The first notes of the song I recognize from my Uber magnetize the crowd that I manage to make my way to the far corner of the bar. Without asking for permission, and because no one is ordering drinks anymore, I climb up, take a knee, and point my camera toward the stage, prepared to watch the concert through my lens. I rest my elbow on my thigh, using my arm as a makeshift tripod. I don't worry about slipping. My boots have enough traction in them despite the stiletto. I just need to make sure my hands stay steady so no shot goes wasted. I concentrate on getting the picture Sylvia expects from me. The perfection of my vantage point manifests as all the band members with the crowd in shadow. It seemed like disembodied hands were reaching for the stage. No matter how good the picture turned out, I can't pat my back just yet. I have a long way to go if I want Royal. I zoom in on the drummer. He has his eyes closed as if he doesn't need to see the drums to play them. The beat his sticks produces dance in my chest. I bide my time, waiting for the right instant. A chorus of the wailing song later, Duke opens his eyes. He stares out into the club devotees full on. I study the finished product on the screen. I manage to capture him with both hands in the air, about to hit the cymbals. A cocky. When I watch Duke through my lens again, he has his eyes closed once more. It feels like he won't be opening them for a long while, so I move on to the lead guitarist. Immediately, I understand why Sadie blushed. Without a shirt on, Baron stands there all tall and broad-shouldered at just about the same height as Royal, but where Royal seems molded by lean muscle, Baron sports meaner definition. Muscles ripple down his chest to slim hips. Jeans as tight as Royal's cling to the rest of his handsome form. Long, black hair rests on his shoulders. Several thin leather braids line his left wrist, while a whole sleeve of tattoos covers his right arm, ending at a script that circles where his heart would be. When I zoom in, I gasp. The script spells Sadie, stylized to look like a bird in flight. If I ever previously thought nothing was going on between these two, there's no denying it anymore. Baron executes a couple headbangs. I zoom out and take 6 successive photos of him, capturing the movement until he lifts his foot onto the amp and stays that way, all his focus on his fingers flying up and down the bridge of his guitar. 2 down, now I move the lens to the lead singer. Sadie sings into the mic as if she's making love to it. There's something so erotic about the way she straddles the mic stand as she reaches out toward the crowd. I take a deep breath and catch the disembodied hands against her paper white skin. Eerie yet ethereal. She's smiling in the picture. Just a tiny curving of her lips, but it's there. Well, fuck. Does my camera love everyone in this band? I doubt any one of them took horrible pictures. Even in stillness, they seem in a perfect dynamic pose. It becomes apparent that Royal isn't the only one I want for my project. The goal is to unearth the essence of the subject. Vicious is my subject, and I crave to show the world the essence of each band member as a collective whole. The concept materializes before my eyes once lyrics about yearning reach my ears. It's as if they are singing to me, about me and what's in my heart. Closing my eyes, I let out the breath I've been holding in, releasing my mounting excitement. I taste it like blood in my mouth, coppery yet sweet, strange. Never in my life have I wanted something this much. Everything hinges on the one band member I intentionally saved for last. Royal goddamn Beaudry, the man that started me down this road. I raise my camera until I see him through my viewfinder. My finger hovers over the shutter release, ready to get him in his element. I tsk, the bastard. Royal positioned himself at the darkest part of the stage. He angled his body away from the crowd. Shadow shrouded his face. I bite my lip, then curse under my breath. I should have known. He isn't going to make this easy for me. The audience must be wondering what the hell has gotten into him. He's the only member not engaging, not feeding into the energy. Using my free hand, I propel myself off the bar. If Royal wants to play hard to get, then so be it. I'm not afraid to get closer. The challenge in his eyes resurfaces, baiting me, daring me as I push through the ocean of bodies. My nose wrinkles at the perfume, sweat, and cologne combo they emit that mix with the incense smoke. Breathing through my mouth, I ignore the exclamations from those I elbow out of the way until I reach the side of the stage where Royal parked himself, probably thinking how clever he is by hiding from the photographer. But see, that's the thing about photographers. It's in our blood to get the right shot, the perfect picture. If we must climb a tree, lie on the ground, suspend ourselves in the air, we will do it. I once bungeed off a bridge for the right angle. Royal has another thing coming if he thinks I'd give up that easily. I duck beneath the arms of the bodyguard human chain and crab crawl to the stage edge. I wait for someone to notice me, but since the band sucks up all the attention, I let go of worrying about the guards catching me and focus on the job. Right below where Royal stands, I adjust the exposure triangle and widen the aperture to let in more light and blur the background. I know I won't use my flash. It might distract him, or worse, cause him to fall off the stage. I'm not responsible for future injuries my subjects may get. Yes, I already thought of them now as my subjects. I'm claiming that fact. Raina won't be able to take her eyes off the memories I collected tonight. And if she does, then I still have much to learn and don't really deserve to graduate this year. Keeping my mind on positive thoughts, I lift my camera and wait for the right second to release the shutter. 2 songs later, I still haven't moved from my spot, and Royal seems content to stay in the shadows, plucking at his bass. An imaginary British narrator starts to say, "Watch the large male in his element. Stubborn or shy, we may never know." My calves begin to cramp, and lactic acid crawls up my arms, making them less and less steady by the minute. It becomes a battle of wills. I must get a picture of Royal while playing, or this deal is off. Gritting my teeth against the pain and refusing to swipe at the sweat sliding down the side of my face, I shift ever so slightly as not to startle my prey. Right then, blinding light floods the stage in conjunction with the crescendo of a song. I close my eyes against the glare, magnified by staring into the viewfinder. My finger squeezes the shutter release 3 times without my having to see through the lens. A white ball burns behind my eyelids. Once the light recedes, I fall on my ass, clutching my camera close. Sadie introduces the next song while I blink back my vision. Still seeing the ball of light, I immediately scan through my gallery. When I reach the one of Royal, a triumphant grin stretches across my lips.